Good morning. It is Saturday morning. I have lost most of my voice because I was working in kitchens all week and talking a lot, and so my voice is like, now we're done. Good morning, Schmidt. Good morning. Well, it is Saturday, so anyways, that's why I haven't had any like actual footage yet other than b-roll. I got home late last night, and this guy has been attached to me ever since I got home, so he's very excited. Anyways, here's how Peace Talks is going. I've already finished 2 books. I'm in the middle of 2 other things. Well, pretty far into one, and then I just started another one because Margaret and I are buddy reading it. So let's talk about this. The first thing I read was Warm Up by V. Schwab. It's like a 25-page short story, really, that is a prequel to The Vicious, and it is about another person who had a near-death experience and then got powers. So he was in an avalanche and like nearly died during the ski accident, and then now his superpower is that he can, like, he doesn't have fire, but he heats up anything around him to the point where like he burns something if he touches it, and he doesn't want this power, and he's like dealing with his family. His wife wants to divorce him because he's like completely shut himself into the house and doesn't want to talk to people, doesn't want to hurt anybody. So anyways, he's dealing with that, and then there are also like other superhumans that are trying to kill him. So yeah, that's how that went. I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. I don't think it added anything like that you didn't already know to the story, but I would love to see like a collection of short stories within this world about different people that also have superhuman experiences. I think that would be cool. And then I finished Drowned Country by Emily Tesh. This is the second book in the Silver in the Wood duology. I didn't like this. It's gonna be like probably a 2-star, because I finished it on the way home last night and then I just didn't put it in. It's do I not like whimsical fantasy anymore? Is that like a thing? Am I learning things about myself? I don't know. There was a sentence in this book that just, it was at that point where I was like, I don't like this. He said he was there and also he was not there. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know. So, that's that. I don't think I like whimsical fantasy that much, which is sad because I used to really love it. So those are the 2 things that I've finished since Peace Talk started. And then I've also started Rat Queens Volume 1, and I'm obsessed with this. This is fantastic. This is very good. It's essentially a D&D campaign meets graphic novels, and it's this like a bunch of assassins or like bunch of adventurers going on these different quests, and then someone's trying to kill them. Someone's trying to kill all of the adventurers, and they're like getting sent out on murder trap quests. But the characters are so funny. They're so diverse. That it's queer, and they're just funny women. So I'm almost done with that, and then today on Sprints, I'm not on Sprints because I don't have a voice, but I'm watching Margaret Sprints, and we just started Artificial Condition, which is the second book in the Murderbot series. So that's my update. I think I need to get back to the Sprint pretty soon, but I got a couple of packages while I was gone this week, so I figured I would show them to you. One of them was from Pango, and I already unpacked it because it was so well packed into like taped up bubble wrap. Anyways, it's The Forbidden Library by Django Wexler. This is his middle grade series, and I wanted to try it out. Also, it'll fit for an R fantasy prompt. I don't think I'm going to be using Django Wexler on anywhere else on the board. So, and then because everyone was talking about this book, everyone was really talking about it at the beginning of the month, and then even more people were talking about it after, like, when they started reading it. So I picked it up. I fell victim. Is it a KU book and I could have just read it on my Kindle? Yes, but I wanted the physical copy because it's so pretty. And also, like, I'm starting to build fantasy romance. Like, I'm starting to, like, build my collection of it. So I picked up The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Look at this cover. It's so pretty. But yeah, I think it's like this, like, political fantasy thing. Human or vampire, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. So they're vampires. So this might be a book that I read next week if my patrons decide that. But yeah, anyways, I am gonna get back to reading and also go make some tea so that my voice will look a little bit better. But yeah, I look like a mess today. All right, I'll talk to you later. Hello, everybody. I look like a hot mess. I just got out of the shower. It is 2:45 in the afternoon. And I wanted to touch base with you because I finished two things. I finished Artificial Condition by Martha Wells, and I ended up giving this one 4.5 stars. I loved this one. This one was much better than All Systems Red. So I am very happy about that because everyone loved Murderbot Diaries. And when I read the first one, I was just like, it's fine. Like I think I gave it like 3.5 stars. It was fine. It was good, but it wasn't like this amazing book that everyone kept talking about. And so I was like, what did I miss? But I loved this one, so that's great. So I haven't really told you about points. So let's do that right now. I have my tracker here that I'll link down below if you want it. But it has like all of the prompts on there. I'll link it down below. You can just make a copy of it. You don't try to like request access. I won't give it to you. So the first book was Warm Up by V. Schwab. And for a tiny little book, it gave us a lot of points. It was 10 defense points because I read it during Peace Talks. And then it was 40 attack points. So we attacked Sanctum. Then I did Drowned Country, and that one was also an attack one because it was better for attack. Here's the thing, for Peace Talks, all of the books that I'm reading this week have been better for attacking, so, you know, we're just being stealthy here. But that one was 10 defense points, obviously, because it's Peace Talks. And then it was 27 attack points, and I attacked Ilma with that one because I was going back and forth between which team I should be on, Enya or Cyrus. I'm not attacking Cyrus. I have my own personal, you know, treaty with them, alliance, whatever. Then we had Artificial Condition, which I finished this morning. That one actually didn't give us a ton of points, unfortunately. 10 defense points and then 18 attack points, and I figured that because it was, you know, science fiction and stuff, we had to go with Ilma again, so we did that. And then Rat Queens Volume 1 got us a ton of defense points, so a total of 45 defense points. Because it's a fantasy, it's indie, it got us a lot of points. I can't decide what I want to do next. I think I might actually pick up Over the Woodward Wall, because I'm like trying to also like read my own books, right? And I own Over the Woodward Wall. So I think we might do that. And then I'm kind of feeling a romance. So depending on if I want a audiobook or a physical book, I have the Wicked Villain shorts that I actually just picked up this week. And then I also have the Bombshell Effect, which was on my Magical Readathon TBR. So that would be nice if I could read it this weekend. And I think the audiobook for that one is only like 7 hours long. So either one of those will be the project tonight. We'll see what happens. While I was in the shower, I got some packages arriving at my doorstep, so I want to show you them because I'm very excited about them. The first one's just Amazon. It's not super exciting, but I wanted a physical copy of The Umbral Storm because she a chunker, and I don't want to necessarily read it on my Kindle. We'll see what actually happens. Plus, I want it for the video and stuff like this. This is one of the last books that I have to read for Spiffbo, so it will definitely be read in the next couple of weeks, obviously, by the end of the month. Trying not to show my, my address on here, but I got some Bonfire packages. If you don't know, if you haven't seen, I started a merch store, and I'll have a link down below. They're just like ongoing campaigns. It's not like, you know, they're only available for a certain period of time, but they're just like general bookish t-shirts and sweatshirts. And so I purchased a couple of them to see like what they would look like in person. So this one is specifically for Smut Den. It's probably smut. That turned out really, really good. Oh, I like that. I like it. So I got the light shirt in the black, like the dark font. And then in the sweatshirt, I got the dark font, or the dark sweatshirt with the light font. So this is like a navy blue color. It's showing up kind of purpley black, but it is navy blue. I'm gonna go put this on because this is exciting. Yeah, so I have merch. It's all available. But yeah, I'll definitely be living in this one during Smut Den. And also I made a couple of other kind of smutty designs that I might also get a set for myself. So anyways, I'm gonna go read Over the Woodward Wall and do some crocheting because I kind of just want to rest. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hello, happy Sunday. I will update you guys when I get home about some of the things that I have finished, because I have finished 2 books since I talked to you last. I have no makeup on today because we're about to go to dog training, and so I don't want to like have makeup on. But yeah, we're here for, I think it might be his last class. I'm not actually sure for this round. But I also had to go to Michael's because I ran out of the silver for fantasy for my genre blanket. So I had to go do that. But anyway, we're gonna go to dog training, and I will touch base with you guys this afternoon when I get home. I'm back with a little bit of makeup on. I'm gonna go get my nails done because they are bad. So don't look at them. It's a weird thing because technically this readathon ends in an hour and a half for me. And so I don't know if I will get everything done that I wanted to. Because I had wanted to read The Bombshell Effect and then maybe Rogue Protocol. And I just dog training ended up taking a lot longer than it was supposed to. And so we're out of time. 5 o'clock doesn't feel late enough. So anyways, that's okay. I forgot my headphones. That was dumb of me. So I'm going to check and see where I was on the audiobook, and then I'll just read it on a Kindle. And then at least I will get I might be able to finish this one in the hour and a half. I think I'll be able to, but then that'll be the last book. So that means that I only technically got 8 books read when my goal was 10, but that's okay. But I'll be back and I'll wrap everything up. Hello everybody, it is Sunday evening. Peace Talks is officially over, but Realmathon is not, so we still have 2 more weeks of this fun and exciting thing. But Peace Talks is officially over. I read a lot of things. It wasn't quite the 10 that I really wanted, but let's quickly go over everything, and then we will close out this vlog. So on Friday night, I finished 2 things. I finished To Warm Up by V. Schwab, gave it 4 stars. Then I finished Drowned Country by Emily Tesh. I gave this one 2 stars. And then that was Friday. Saturday, I finished Rat Queens Volume 1, which I gave 5 stars and I'm obsessed with. And then I went on to Volume 2, and I only gave that one 4 stars. I think it was missing some of the magic that the first one really had, but it was still good, and I'll still continue on with the series, so that's good. I finished Artificial Condition by Martha Wells, the 2nd book in the Murderbot series. Gave this one 4.5 stars. I really, really liked this one, and another series that I will continue reading. I also finished Over the Woodward Wall by A. Deborah Baker, which is also Seanan McGuire, and I gave this one 3 stars. I don't like whimsical fantasy anymore, guys. Maybe I don't like whimsical fantasy novellas. I still want to try Under the Whispering Door because I really did like House on the Cerulean Sea. Most of the time when I don't like a whimsical fantasy, it's a novella. And so maybe that's the problem, is I just don't like fantasy novellas. Just in general mostly, but specifically whimsical ones, because they try to be too flouncy and fun-loving, I guess, and I need logic in my books. So anyways, I gave that one 3 stars. That was a little bit disappointing. And then today was not as productive as I really wanted it to be. Friday and Saturday was fantastic, and then today was not. A lot of that was because I had to edit a video, and then I had dog training. It was a long day, but I did finish The Bombshell Effect by Carla Sorensen, and I think I'm gonna give this one 4 stars. I actually will continue this series. I liked it. It was a fun football romance. It was nothing special. It didn't do anything fantastic or out of the box, but as someone who really likes football romances, I think this was a solid one. The 3rd act was a little bit rushed, I think, but I still had a lot of fun, and it gave me a ton of points for defense. Despite it not being a fantasy, it still was 40 something points. So that's good.
Love that. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. Let me know down in the comments below if you are participating in peace talks and what your favorite book of the readathon was this weekend. And if you're not feeling chatty, you can put a dragon emoji for Enya. That is all I have for you today. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button and you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!